When the menu looks like this and the placemats look like this, you know the food is gonna be so good. All of the food just came out and I fear I may have over-ordered. We got 3 massive plates of skewers. I got every kind of meat and vegetable. It didn't even look like I checked off that much on the menu, but I guess I did. They brought in some banchan, like this pickle dish, and some tomato, as well as a tray with kebab powder spices. So there's spicy and non-spicy. This is the spice that I remember is characteristic of Chinese kebabs. Like in street food, they always have some kind of spicy powder like this. I'm really glad that this place has it. We've just started grilling them. The worker came over and put the skewers onto the grill for me, which was going to be my question because I have no idea how to work this. They all have their own individual slots and then the machine actually automatically turns it. I've never seen a machine like this before and they're cooking pretty fast. Like this was only a couple minutes ago and some of them already look close to done. So it's quicker than I thought it was going to be. And this is only like a third of the kebabs that I had ordered, but they're pretty small portions each, so I think you could try a lot of different things. Can you see how they're turning? It's so cute. I actually love it. If this turns out to taste good, I'm probably going to want to do this all the time because I think this is so unique. Like I've been eating KBBQ a little too much recently, but something like this, a Chinese barbecue with skewers, is really fascinating to me. I hope it tastes good. The only thing is the skewer sticks are like all on this side and I'm wondering if I poke one if it's gonna burn. I don't really know if it gets that hot or if the handles do, but okay, I got my question answered. So when these things are done, you can actually put them onto this top level so it stops cooking and it's out of the way and you can start making more kebabs. So this side is pretty much done. I think all of these beef ones, and then I'm still waiting on this half and these vegetables should be done soon. I added on their shrimp fried rice and look, I'm surprised by how big the portion is and it was only like $10. And then I'm really excited about this dish that I found. It's a tomato and egg noodle. And if you're Chinese or ABC, you know what this is. It's like the ultimate Chinese comfort food that every family makes. And I've never seen it served over noodles. Like I've only had it with rice, so I really wanted to try it with noodles. I love carbs, a little too much. I'm gonna put the next round of skewers on myself because it's really easy. Like you just put the skewers in, when it's done cooking, you move it to the top. I think we're doing chicken now, and then I'm gonna put a few more of the other vegetables on. The goal is to at least cook everything here, so when I take it home, I just need to microwave it. It is pretty hot, like I'm sweating a little bit right now. I don't know if it's because I'm standing so close to the grill, but it is definitely cooking. Is it correct?
Right here.
Oh, okay, turns out I was doing it wrong. There's a little spoke on the kebab and you have to put it into the holes on the grates. I thought that they were just grates, but if you don't, they don't turn. So good to know. Look at all these skewers. These are all the skewers that finished up in that first round. They look really well cooked and they smell so good. I'm gonna try it with those sauces that they included. A little bit of the mild, non-spicy seasoning salt. Pretty good. I do think I'll like the spicy one more. I feel like that'll have more flavor. Oh, I like that one a lot. I don't know if I just got a good bite, but that tasted really buttery and flavorful. I like that a lot. More beef. I feel like it cooks at a pretty good pace. Like in the amount of time it takes for you to finish eating one row of these, that's like the amount of time it takes for the next row to cook. You know, if this was more popular, I feel like this could take on KBBQ. Like, this is a strong contender. I love this noodle so much too. I feel like just in general, I never really eat much Chinese food here, even though that's like the #1 thing that I crave. So every time I do get to eat it, it is just always the best, especially because LA has some of the best Chinese food. Row 2 is also finishing up here, so I'm gonna start removing them.
No, these look done. I think the king of tomato and curry. Okay, that one.
Does this one look done? I don't know how to tell if it is. Look at these garlic ones. I'm not even sure what to do with them. They're like not even peeled garlic, but we're gonna see what happens. The only thing that I really don't know about that I just asked her about were the frog legs. Like, how do you know if those are cooked? They have some mento here, which is like a steamed bun. I'm gonna eat this more as dessert. It's really good with condensed milk, and there's actually been like some viral recipe with condensed milk, so excited to try that. I'm so unsatisfied because there's only one skewer left, but it's not gonna fit on here. All right, we're gonna try some more things. We have pork now, and this is pork wrapped around enoki mushrooms. Oh, it's really juicy. Still hot. That might be my favorite. Maybe because pork is normally my favorite meat, but really good. This one's similar. It's pork wrapped around Chinese chives. I think I overcooked this guy pretty badly. Man down. But this was cooked pretty well. He's still got all his liquids in him. These are frog legs. And I think it's actually pretty common with Chinese food because I always see frog legs at Chinese restaurants and in like buffets and stuff. But people are always really baffled by them. My parents like them a good amount. I think they're okay. Like, they kind of just taste like chicken, you know? I don't really go out of my way to eat it, but if you want to try something that's like quote unquote exotic, they have this here. I'll give it a bite just so I can remember exactly what it tastes like. Here we go. And that's seasoning salt. I forgot how bony they are. I don't want to burn my mouth on the skewer. Okay, yeah. It really is just like chicken. Like, I'm pretty sure if you took the meat off of this and gave it to someone, they would just assume that it's chicken. I'm having like a hard time finding any differences with it, aside from how it looks on the bone. It's really not bad. It actually wasn't even the wildest thing that I ordered. This is a bull's pee. I saw that in the menu, and I've never seen that on a menu before. You're not a real foodie unless you try something like that. I'm honestly a little nervous because they're like cross sections. Like, you can see through it, and it's just very visual. I think I only have the balls to take like one bite of this just to see what it's about. I am so sorry. I actually cannot do that. The texture was so much firmer than I thought it was gonna be. It was a hard chunk, but when you bite into it, it was like really bouncy. It was kind of rubbery. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm not a foodie because that was a little too much for me. This is their mento that people like to eat with condensed milk, and they gave me some condensed milk, so I'm gonna give it a try. I pulled it off the skewer and dipped it in the condensed milk. That's actually really, really good. Not a lot of viral recipes that are actually good like this, but I kind of want to make this at home now. That's actually very nice. Very good. And with that, we're gonna end it there because that was technically my dessert. This is at T-Kebob in Monterey Park.